say? So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it dropped home, gave him the...
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. (3-0) versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And Hill running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing one out for Crowder. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, Week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Here's Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Flushed out right. On the catch, it's Crowder. And out of bounds right around the 20. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Fights off the defender. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go, go, go! Zebra.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19!
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. That one complete to Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He's going to get it running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll go with a keeper. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Crosby puts it through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Foles. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Fournette, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Great. What's that?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Under. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Go.
Back to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Okay. One. Great. 1.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is Bell on the dump off. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Back to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for a noon long. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
1-1-1.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now back to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. jazGamechanger20's in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And Crosby puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Foles. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Fournette. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Running left, it's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Foles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he's got this one down to the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Flat.
Again, it's Fournette. Shrugs him off. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now let's go! 3-19!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Herndon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Detroit!
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Called in by Anderson, left side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Fournette. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The pitch to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Foles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. No one ran the ball more than the Jaguars in 2017, and we could very well see another carry here on 3rd and short. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through them right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Jacksonville, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Bring out the brains truck, I'm young.